from the depths of Chicago, live and direct, it's the Rico No Suave Show, starring Rico No Suave, with co-host Valerie Malesio, featuring special guests every Saturday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is Rico No Suave. Ritmo.
To the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yes, welcome back to the show. It's your boy Rico No Suave here on a 1-2-1-2, ready to go with each and every one of you guys. Oh man, bienvenido mi gente, and welcome to another great show and another great Saturday, man. It is 13 de noviembre, mi gente, the 13th of November. Wow, we're here in the middle already. I hope you guys got your daylight savings times and everything squared away, because I am super happy to be here as far as with each and every one of you guys ready to go. So yes, welcome back, and welcome back. Yes, so Valerie Malesio will not be here today, but she will be back next week. So we'll make sure that you guys see her next week as well too. But otherwise, let's get this party started. Today, we got from 12 to 1, everyone. We got a full-packed show as well, too. And, of course, we got the weather report coming up around 12:30. But first, we're going to go over our social media, right? So our social media, everyone. So let's get that first one going. Boom, the www.riconosuaveshow.com. Yes, that is where you'll find all of our information, all of our great photos, all of our past events as well, too. So make sure you please go ahead and check us out there. Always go to our website. Hey, if you want a photo, just go on the website and pick one and see what you got going on there. So make sure you go to our website. Here's the next one. Boom, yes, at Rico No Suave Show. Yes, that is our official Instagram, everyone. Our Instagram, that is where you'll find us. Follow us there on Instagram every day, all day, and tell your friends and family about it, because that's where we're going to actually be posting great content for you guys. Yes, we have the LOL segment. We might even throw some job search that based off of where you live, where you're from, right? So we might throw some job search out there as well. And then, we got some great content coming up as well, too. Here's the next one. Facebook, yes, all of my Facebookers out there. Yes, Rico No Suave Show. Like our fan page, right? Like our fan page and show us all but nothing but love, baby. So make sure you please show us some love on the fan page. Of course, now that we're back on Facebook going live, so hey, you should be going live with us as well, too. Last but not least, we have our Mixcloud, because I know a lot of you guys still don't know about Mixcloud, but still, hey, create an account, go to Mixcloud. It is free. So mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. That's where you'll find us there. All right, everybody. So welcome to another great show. We got some breaking news, everyone. We have some breaking news, and I am super happy to tell you about these breaking news, and everybody that's on the radio as well, too. Welcome. All right, so let's get that breaking news going. Our first one is this. Oh, my God. So the NFL, everyone, if you're a Chicago fan and around the world, there's things for American football that we love and some things that just comes out of the NFL that we do not love. And what is that? So as you can see, the Chicago Bears was hosted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what does this mean? We had a chance to ball out with Justin Fields, but you know who stopped that? It was not just us with inflicting wounds, but it was also about the referees. So as you can see here, Cassius Marsh was actually a football player that was on the team for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He actually made a big time sack on Big Ben. And when he did that, he actually just looked, as you see the picture on the left, you can actually see that he's actually looking at his teammates, right? And there's a rule called taunting, no taunting rule. That means that if you're actually in front of like the opposing team, you can't be looking at them and trying to taunt them because they'll throw a flag at you. Okay, cool. All he did was stay silent, and he looked directly at, how can I say, he looked directly at the bench. He was still on the field. He wasn't in anybody's face, right? And next thing you know, he finished doing what he had to do. He actually did a roundhouse kick, but he only did a roundhouse kick because I guess he loves karate. And he actually started to go back to the Bears area. While he's on his way to the area, as you can see, the guy that's over to the right, his name is Tony Corrente. And Tony Corrente actually gave him a hip check. Normally, when a player is actually walking past the referee, they actually walk around him. But he was trying to go around him, and what happened? Tony actually did him a hip check. He bumped him. We were mad. All of us Bears fans, we were simply mad. All of the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, they couldn't believe that it was actually happening. Then what happened? He threw a flag saying that there was taunting. So the NFL was like, hey, this was not right. And the NFL knew that it wasn't right, but they couldn't do anything about it. So what did they do? They actually said, hey, he was taunting. They said he was taunting because of his posture. I don't believe that. You guys got to comment and let me know what you guys think about that, because that was not good at all. That was not good at all. And I definitely didn't like that. So if you liked it, you guys got to tell me if you liked it or not. I know we got a few comments that's out there. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my comments right on here. But if you do have comments, please let me know and I'll answer them as well. I know there's a few comments that is out there, so I'm just getting my my PC ready so I can get you guys comments squared away. So I just don't like this. I hope you guys don't like this either. All right, so let's go to the next one. Now, I'm gonna answer your comments, but the next one is this. So Pfizer COVID-19 pill actually is coming out. I'm really happy about this. I'm happy about this one. This is good because, people that don't, want to take the vaccine or anything like that, I mean, that's your body, your choice. We understand that, right? And we understand why we do have the vaccine. But one of the things is that we have to be careful in regards to, what we put in our bodies, but also we have to trust science. But I'm kind of happy about this because now this actually gives us a little bit more leeway in regards to saying, hey, if we have something to actually treat COVID-19, it's good that Pfizer is actually at least coming out with the pill. Also, there's also Merck, M-E-R-C-K, has already put forward its COVID pill for FDA authorization. So I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy about that as well. So we got some comments. Hold on. Let me look at my comments here. So we got some comments. I guess that's actually on Mixcloud. Let me see. Yes. What's going on, Patty Escobar? Yes. How's it going, everyone? And Smooth Grew, he said, Smooth Grew, what's up, Jocelyn? What's going on? That's Jocelyn. He said, Smooth Grew said that call was unnecessary. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the ref stole a game. Thank you, Patty Escobar. Yes, they did. The Vikings had stupid penalties, but that's unreal. Yes, it all had to happen with the Bears, right? Of course, it had to happen with the Bears, but what else can we say, right? What else can we say about that? So, I'm really, I'm hurt about it, right? I'm very hurt because I'm a Bears fan and I don't like it. So I think that it's really hard for, a referee to actually hip check someone and then get away with it. I think he should be suspended. I think the referee should be fined. I think he should actually take anything that you would take if it was done to you on purpose, then you definitely would want that to happen to the player in general. So I think there's a problem as far as going on with that. So we got a few more comments that we want to make sure that I address. So hold on, let me get this right. Sorry, everybody. So I'm gonna answer those questions as soon as possible, as soon as my PC want to act right. But But yeah, as soon as my PC want to act right, I'll make sure that I answer those questions for you. Sorry about that, everyone. So yes, continue to fill the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and we will go from there. But that is the breaking news, everybody. That's the breaking news. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. All right, so now it's time. I got my girl. She rocking it out. Hey, I got somebody that's awesome. An entrepreneur that's in the loft with us today. Yes, she is. She has her own boutique. It's all about fitness and it's all about fashion, everyone. Hey, this young lady has actually started from the bottom. Now she's getting to the top. And if I'm not mistaken, she got a second store that's going to be opening as well, too.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. I want you guys to put your hands together for my girl, Michelle Barksdale. Yes. Owner of M.Scope Fitness and Fashion.
Hello.
How's it going, Michelle?
Hi, it's going really good. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, I am happy to actually have you here today. So, welcome to the show. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Right, I'm definitely proud of you because when I definitely heard about what you're doing, and also being a small business, but also hearing a little bit about your bio. That it was got like an influence, right? It's inspiration of knowing that from someone that actually just started from close to nothing to actually where you're at right now.
All the way from the bottom on the way to the top.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yes. So welcome to the show. Let's get into this interview, right?
Sure.
So let's talk about how you started your business.
Yeah, so I started my business in 2019, right before the pandemic and everything had hit. I had just had my son, who is now 5, so it's been some time now.
Blessings.
And I was looking for a really good fitness belt, like a waist trimmer or something that also gives me back support. So when I got into the business, I was trying out some different waist trainers, and I wasn't able to find a really good one. So what I did was I said, you know what, I'm going to create my own. So I took that initiative, created my own, and I saw that it started to really work for me. It helped me lose the 50 pounds that I lost. It helped with giving me back support because I had back issues, help alleviating back pain, lessen strain when I'm lifting, doing that heavy lifting at the gym. Yeah. So I found one that was really, that would benefit me. Yeah. So what I did was I created it, and then I had a manufacturer create tons of them. Mm-hmm. So then I would start off doing pop-up shops and then selling out the trunk of my car. Wow. And then from there, I just took it into the gym. And then I was like, this isn't it for me. I really had a passion, not just for fitness, but for fashion too. So then that's when I started getting into the fashion, and now I have my boutique. Which is doing really well. Check us out. We're online, M.Scope Boutique. We also have a store location in the South Shore community. Yeah. And we also still do pop-up shops. That's something that's very dear to me. So nice. We do that. And we're also in the flea market. We also have a booth there as well.
What flea market?
Alsop location.
Oh, Alsop. Okay.
We have a store built up there, or a little booth built there.
Nice.
That provides high quality fashion and fitness items for reasonable prices.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So, one of the things about starting a business, right, is it's not easy. No. But you kind of took me back with the trunk, right? Yeah. Because, normally when we started selling tapes and stuff like that, out of the trunk, that's kind of, it takes you back old school, right? Because when you're doing something like that, it's either the trunk, or it's the garage. Yeah. Or the basement.
Or all three.
Or all three.
Depending on the inventory.
Right. So, one of the things about, selling things as far as with fitness, because I kind of take this into two realms, but one of the biggest obstacles of starting a business from scratch is the idea and convincing people of the idea.
Absolutely.
Right? And when you got started, how did the idea pop in your head of actually from a fitness standpoint?
From a fitness standpoint, I was just unhappy with the cheap materials that I was purchasing. I felt like my money was wasted. Yes. It wasn't staying put, it wasn't giving me any back support. So I said, I need something that's going to actually work, and that's going to be it's going to work out as far as financially work out too.
Sure.
I don't want to spend thousands on dollars on product that may not work or may not benefit me in the way that I want it. So I wanted to come out with something a little bit, more price range.
Nice. Now that also helps the community, because what you're doing is you're building something for the community to be able to be healthy, right? And as far as for yourself with that idea, right? Mm-hmm. When you were actually, so the product that you actually have, all I'm hearing right now is like, well, when I was hearing it, is about the waist.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So it's a sweat belt. It helps produce sweat in the midsection of your stomach area. I have two now.
Okay.
Well, this is the one that I started with. It was just for the midsection.
Yep.
It also gives you back support. I wish I would have brought one today,
No,
but it's a neoprene sweat belt.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has like this back boning, and it's not any type of like metal boning. It's more of a hard plastic that helps align your back. And then you can adjust it to your liking. So if it's too tight, you can loosen it up. If you want it a little bit tighter to lessen the strain on your back, you can adjust it that way too.
Is it also good for, so is this like a leisure wear, or is this something more, when you thought about this at the beginning, was it more for fitness, like working out type belt? Or was it more of, hey, I'm just going to do some walking, leisure, and then see how much sweat?
It actually can be a little bit of both.
Okay.
So if you're working out, I do, like if you're doing that heavy lifting and you're doing those weights and everything, I definitely recommend putting some type of back support, and it also helps you sweat because of the material. Now, if you're not really that intensive into working out, then I would start off with it just not where it's super tight, where it's kind of comfortable. You're doing your walking with it. It's helping your back stay aligned, and it's improving your posture too. So if you're sitting all day, that'll also help with that too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
thank
like
you.
that. I like that. And it's cool because you're coming out with a product that you can just walk around with but still lose weight.
It'll help you sweat. But it's
right.
all about what you eat too. So don't 100% rely on just the belt to do all of the work. I do tell people to check out our 73-ounce water bottles that we have.
Yeah, I saw that.
We have an entire fitness selection. So
Nice.
I do tell people to utilize what we have and to watch what you eat. It did take some hard work for me. I had to cut out a lot of like those junk foods and fast foods and juices. And cut down on the drinking too. Like that has a lot of sugar in it as well.
Yeah, I like White Castle.
See, that's not good.
I know. So if I wanted to go to
you
go
can
to
have
the
a cheat
drive-through, like
you can have a cheat day, but I wouldn't recommend White Castle.
Hey, if I have my cheat day, I gotta wear my belt too. So
I don't know.
No,
that's not how that works.
One of the things is about it's funny because at the same time too, it's all about metabolism too, right? I know that people have great metabolism and some don't, right? Yeah. And when you eat, the weight just sticks on it. Like, man, I really need that belt, right? I need to actually make sure I have that belt. How often, the first belt that you had, how often, as far as with the instructions on how to use that belt, how did you train people to say, hey, this is how long you should have the belt on, or this is when you should? What was the process like on that?
If it's not too tight where you're bulging out of it and you're feeling uncomfortable, I tell people all the time to kind of train your waist to get to that point where you can have it super tight. But I would recommend 5 days a week for about 6 to 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
To waist train. And like if you're at work, I recommend taking it to work, especially if you're working one of those jobs where like you're doing the heavy lifting and you're doing a lot of walking.
Yeah, absolutely. Got it. I'm liking it, man.
The housekeepers love it.
I know they do, right? Housekeepers?
Yeah.
I can definitely see that for like construction workers.
Yeah.
Right? I can actually see that for, people that actually do lift movers. Yeah. Right? Movers and anything that has something to do with, lifting up like, heavy boxes and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So that actually helps. I do my kettlebell, right? I'm a kettlebell lover, right? So I love kettlebells. So I have to check that out. I have to get me one. Yeah, you have to send me one because I want to test it out. I want to be a believer.
Absolutely.
Right? And get right into it. So I'm proud of that because one of the things is that not a lot of people really, people believe in it, but people don't really you don't see a lot of it. You do see it when guys are working out, you get pumped, you get inspired. But then when you have that leisure, right, and you have a boutique to go along with it,
I
that makes it
do.
so enticing to buy it, right?
Yeah.
And that's part of it, right? That's
It
part of
is.
the fashion in that, right?
Yeah, you can't have fashion without fitness. So I definitely recommend the both. You know, you want to look good in those clothes too.
Talk to me, girl. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. So you have a second belt. You have two belts.
Yes,
right?
I have.
So what's the second belt about?
So I have a second one. This one is a latex one. It goes on more so like a jacket. It has a clinch, a zip, and then the double straps to it. So that one is solely more for, I would recommend waist training.
Okay.
So I recommend people to start off on that first loop and then work their way to the third loop.
Okay.
Once they're at that third loop, then that shows that your waist is starting to come in a little bit more. So now at that point, it's time to move on to another waist trainer, a smaller size.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So you go from one to the next one.
You go one to the next one. It all depends on what's your focus.
Okay.
I tell people that if your focus is more for like just the midsection and back support, then I start off with the first one. That's only for the midsection area.
I see.
And then the second one is the jacket, more for like waist training. And it also helps you sweat too.
Okay.
And it gets that upper back fat area too.
Yeah. Show the curves and the muscle. Is that what you said? So I like that. Man, that's cool. But you know, when you say jacket, sometimes because you have the fashion involved in there, is it fashionable? Would you say? No.
I wouldn't say it's for fashion.
No, it's
No,
not for fashion,
we have
no.
other things for fashion.
Okay.
We have
Could you wear it on
jackets.
top? Like, I'm sorry. Can you wear underneath like another jacket if you wanted to?
You can wear it underneath your clothes. I do have stuff that I recommend to people to wear underneath their clothes. We have these wraps, which I'm sure a lot of people have been seeing. They're very popular, and that just pretty much hides, you under those like, tight fitted dresses
Sure.
for the ladies, or skirts and stuff like that. But that's more just to kind of hide those, extra fat areas.
Different sizes. So the one with the belt,
Yes.
is it one size fits all? Like you have to adjust it as you go, or you have different sizes? For
I
that?
have different sizes for each belt.
Okay.
Small up to 3X, and then I have the latex one that goes up to 5X.
Is this specifically is this unisex? Is it for men and women, or is it just specifically for women?
Oh, it's unisex.
It's unisex.
Yes.
The jacket as well?
The jacket, I wouldn't recommend that one for men.
Okay.
We have a sweat vest that the men really like. That one's unisex too, but a lot of men buys those, and it zips all the way up.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, it's just one zip, and it zips all the way up. No extra, latches with those or anything like that.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Give my Michael Jackson out. Right. So check me out. So on the zip up piece, right? Because that intrigues me. So when I'm ready to work out,
Yes.
That one is just for the workout itself, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Just for the workout, and then when you're done, you're good.
Yes, that one is it's made of neoprene as well. So that
Okay.
one just really just helps you sweat where the vest is located. So pretty much your entire chest and back area.
Man, that's so cool, man. That is so cool. I mean, because, everybody, that you need to fix your waist and you need to fix your back area and to get the curves on there for the muscles. Hey, this is a great way to actually go about doing that. When you think about products like this, how is like production been for you? Like, meaning from like are you getting these handmade, or is this like from a distributor that's coming in, or is this the idea that I'm sure this is your idea?
I have a manufacturer.
You have a manufacturer?
Yeah,
Okay.
I put some tweaks into it, and they pretty much send me samples, and I'll let them know what to add or what to take away.
Yeah.
And I have a manufacturer. Once we have the okay, the approval for it, then we go out and get a large quantity shipped and ready. Yeah.
Come on, give me this again. I like that, man. I like that. The one thing that I like about what you're doing is, and the reason why I like that, because I'm a techie guy, right? When I look at things from a design standpoint.
Okay.
I look at the production and what it's actually supposed to do for you as a human, but just in general for the community, right? In this pandemic, the main focus for everyone now is what? Fitness.
Fitness, yeah. A lot of people packed on a lot of weight, me included. I mean, because I slip up too. I'm human. And then it just, it kind of gives you that extra push to get back to eat healthy, drink more water, and cut back on a lot of other things too.
Yeah, it's my problem is sweets. I like Kit Kats and Snickers, but
we all have our little things.
We do. And I did mention White Castle, but that's the reason why I have kettlebells, right? But I just can't. Sometimes with certain people, see, I sweat easily. Okay. But that's why I like that, because I love the sweat, right? And I think that's good for me, actually. And also me being, a salsa dancer and things like that. It just, you have the cardio and all of that. I think I'll be seriously like drenched with the jacket. The jacket will just like...
It'll help produce a lot more sweat.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stay put either.
Really?
No.
It goes away? So what
no,
you said?
it doesn't give you that sticky, sweaty feeling is what I mean.
Okay, cool. I thought it dried me up. I'm like, wow,
no.
I'm buying that tomorrow, right?
No.
Well, that's cool because, the thing about it is that you're making people feel better, right? You're making people feel good about working out. And the whole objective behind it is I got my belt taking care of my waistline, right? And then I got the jacket to be able to help my upper body, right? In regards to, I think I talked about the process in regards to how often do you want people to use that. Yes. You also said you had other like water bottles. Yes. What other products do you have that goes along with the whole fitness package? So we got the waist trainer, which we went over. We have these thigh toners that helps produce sweat. It's also made of neoprene that helps produce sweat around your thigh area. Wow. Those we have one size fit all up to 2X for the ladies. Okay. It also helps keeping your thighs from rubbing together. A lot of women have that problem when they're working out where their thighs, they rub together and it creates some type of irritation between their thighs. So we have thigh toners to help with that. We have shapewear as well. The shapewear you can wear, it's kind of like a girdle. You can wear under like your dress, your skirts. Sure. We got the leggings one that you can work out in that actually holds the midsection in. Okay. That one also has like a 3-way clinch on that one. Nice. So a lot of people like to work out in those. And then we went over the sweat vest and everything. Like we have arm toners too. So if you think of like a sock compression, we have like an arm compression that just helps with that flabbiness in the arms. Okay. Yeah. Man, you the bomb, man. You the bomb. I told you that, right? I'm going to tell you again, right? So, I'm going to see if I can go to my comments and see if my computer is actually acting right now. Okay. Because we got some comments that I think people are ready to, talk about. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. So pictures. Yes. Do we have pictures of the vest? We do not. Sorry.
We do on the website.
On the website, yes. There is pictures on the website as well. Sorry, everyone. For some apparent reason, I'm getting back to my comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, continue to comment. Let us know what you may have, like questions for Michelle. Let me see if I can get this back again. But yeah, that's awesome. I really love that. I really love the way that you have the whole package behind it because you're making people feel good, just in general, to be able to be inspired to sweat. Because the first thing we think about, man, if I sweat a lot, I'm going to burn a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And that's true, right? But like you said before, it depends on what you have coming, like what are you eating, your nutrition. Do you also offer like kind of like a nutrition plan or anything like that for certain?
I had one on my website. I just have to update it. I had partnered with different companies, so I just got to update it on my fitness website. But that will be getting updated real soon.
Okay, cool. Good job, man. Good job. I like that. Man, it's close to 12:30 already. And I hate it when time flies by fast like this. But another question before, because we're gonna do the weather real quick. But so with the fitness piece, and you said you lost 50 pounds.
I did.
Right, you lost 50 pounds. So
I did.
And losing 50. So a lot of it comes with, and I'm assuming that people do come to you and say, "Hey, what does this product do?" And kind of like what I just went over, right? Mm-hmm. Have you actually had someone as like a testimonial to come back and say, "Michelle, girl, I done lost 30 pounds with that belt, or that jacket just made me lose 30 pounds. Have you had testimonies come back?
Oh, yeah, several. And I asked them to tag me, and then that way I can add it on my fitness page. I also have a fitness page. I have two.
Okay.
One for fashion, one for fitness. And what I do is I repost them. I might not tag them personally, or I'll crop out their faces, but I have people that shows like where they started in their journey before, and then where they're going and how they're, how they're doing. And they'll tag me and everything. And if you look on our Instagram, m.sculpt_, you'll see all the different testimonies that we have on our page.
Yeah.
Women and men.
Yeah. I think that's cool because they show the before and the after, right?
We need a before and after.
Yeah, the before and after. Yeah, don't show me the after because I don't know how you was, right? So
everyone wants to see the progress, yes.
Always, yes. Have you had a testimony where the person was pretty thick, or I wouldn't say obese. I don't want to say that kind of sounds sad, but kind of overweight. Mm-hmm. And then you saw them maybe 2 or 3 weeks later down the line. Say, oh man, that person's making progress. Have you?
Only through social media.
Only through social media.
Yeah, only through social media. They'll tag me or they'll send me stuff, and I repost all of it. So you'll see literally everything that we've been going through, and all our customers and what they've been going through, and our clients, and how it's going. Yeah,
that's awesome. And because that's branding for you, right? Of course, it's the marketing piece and you got to be able to have that passion to go along with it, to feel that you made somebody's day or you made somebody feel good again, right? And I think that's a really great thing that you're doing.
Absolutely, thank you.
I congratulate you. Yes. So I'm very happy that you're actually on that road to making sure that people love your product. That's the whole objective. So we're gonna go do some weather real quick. You want to see what the weather's gonna be like?
Yeah, it's probably very cold.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. All right, everybody, at this. This is the weather report. It's 40 degrees. It's going to be rainy today. Here's the 7-day forecast, everyone, for the rest of the week. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to be raining only today and tomorrow for the rest of the week. We got some sunshine. It's going to be close to the 50s, high 50s on Tuesdays, and then the rest of the week, we're going to do some 40s. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We'll take that, too. Thanks for watching on that one, everybody. Yes, that is the weather report. Yes, that is the weather report for the week. Hopefully you guys know to just have a nice little jacket on, because we know that the weather's going to be cold.
We got some warm ones in our boutique.
Yeah, I know you do. So let's talk about the next question. So thank you so much on the fitness, because the fitness is a big piece that leads into what we're going to go to next in fashion. So there's role models that we have in our lives that we look up to. That's very inspirational, right? Do you have any fitness role models before we get to the fashion piece? Do you have any fitness role models that you look up to? Or that inspires you?
So for fitness, I really just have been inspired by watching a lot of different shows.
Okay.
I will watch people's testimonies and different commercials and everything, and I would just watch different TV shows. No one in particular as far as fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I just like to see people win. So when they say that they've dropped a certain X amount of pounds, that just inspires me to keep going. And I see people different testimonies all through, different social media sites or watching TV shows. And it just inspires me. You can really start from somewhere and take it another way. Nice.
And, I like that because YouTube is a big, so big, but also Instagram is big. The TikTok is big. And, in regards to social media itself, I look at, you ever seen the Hulk? Remember the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno? Like he turned green and he gets real strong, right? So I used to act like that when I was little. I always wanted to be like the Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't make me mad, I'm gonna turn green on you, right? And after a while, you start growing up, you start realize like, dang, that dude is big for real. Like that is actually true. And then you start working out and you start feeling like, okay, I'm gonna play basketball, I'm gonna play different sports, and then your body starts transforming, and you're like, okay, then you start seeing Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and all of those guys, and then you start seeing them in their own form of fashion as well as their own fitness training process and all of that stuff. And I'm like, man, you know, that's inspirational, right?
Yeah.
That's very inspirational. And in a fitness, even though they're higher up, Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah.
So, and you start looking at these guys, you're like, man, that is big time inspiration. But then you bring it down to a level of, you know that show, The Biggest Loser?
No.
You never heard of that one? The Biggest. I think they start off like really, they're kind of heavy set or overweight, and then they go through this training.
Okay.
And then they actually start losing weight.
Okay.
So they call it like the biggest, something like The Biggest Loser, something like that. But it's kind of like when people are depressed and they're heavyweight, right? Because they have this thing like, I can't stop eating, blah, blah, blah. But then you have people to encourage them to get better, and then they just start getting into beast mode.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes you need that extra help.
Those
Yeah.
shows. Yeah.
Sometimes you just need those extra helps, those extra pushes that'll keep you going.
That encouragement.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason why I like to ask that question for you as, you know, a product that or a brand that you have of, you know, to help people get better, right? So you're actually helping someone that might think they're the biggest loser into a winner, right? With your product. So that's the reason why I said, okay, good question. I mean, good answer. I like that. That was a good one. Let's get to some fashion, though.
All right.
Fashion is always a good thing, but I tell you, you know, you got to keep me out of the malls. You got to keep me out of like those stores because I love fashion. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
So when it comes to fitness and going into fashion, where did the fashion come into play with the business or with you?
Yeah, it never was like a business thing for me. Like I've always just admired fashion, different types of fashion. Like I grew up as a teenager into like different, like Beyonce, you know, artists that would have someone designing them. And then once I got older, I was look it up and see, okay, where is this dress and who's making this dress? And I will go and try to find the person that actually made it. It'll be like these big time designers. And one of my favorites is Vera Wang. I really like a lot of her pieces. One of my, another artist that I really admire, Rihanna, she's really big.
Yeah.
I really like her fashion pieces. And it's always somebody behind the scenes that you really don't know of.
Sure.
Yeah, so I will say those three I really admire.
Rihanna just had something on Prime Video about she has her own clothing line, right, or something like that.
She has her Finny brand. Yeah, it's lingerie. She does.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay,
but she's very she's an entrepreneur too, so she has so much going on. Yeah, and she's a huge inspiration for me.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that. So one of the things about, you know, fashion goes a long way because fashion is always evolves, but sometimes it actually comes back retro, right?
It does.
You know, retro. I'm a retro guy because I really like the old school clothing and things like that. But then also, of course, I like the modern to make sure people still see who I am, right? Yeah. And when it comes to fashion, what type of so your role models that you actually talked about, the people that inspire you when it comes to fashion, what type of style of fashion do you have at the boutique? Is it specific for women or is it also men as well?
Yeah, it's specifically just for women at the moment. I feel like with men, I would need an entire whole new marketing store brand for that. Maybe later on down the road.
Okay.
But right now in the stores, what we have is we have these fashionable dresses. We do these sets. We do classy sets. We do leather pants, which have been around for so many years. So that's pretty popular. We do bring things back that's retro. You know, we have these jumpsuits that we have in that has been popular. It's more of a mesh feeling to it or look to it. But we try to do, what we do is we try to reach a certain audience. Like we like the club wear people that wants to go to different bars.
Sure.
And then, of course, we got the active wear too. And then we got the classy side that if you just want to do something nice for a dinner, we'll do some velour dresses for that. And then we'll top it off with some accessories in our purse selection too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, purses always goes well with the women, right?
Or,
And it's,
or a nice clutch too.
Oh, no. So, I think we got, I think we have a few comments. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? JC Delgado's checking in. Blessings, brother. Blessings. Thank you guys so much for actually checking in with us. Yes, please, if you have any questions as far as for Michelle, please let us know, man. We are here to answer your question as well. So thank you guys so much for your questions, but make sure you also, give us some more questions if you have some for Michelle. So let's talk about, because the fashion, it goes a long way. Mm-hmm. We love fashion. Did you dress up for Halloween?
I did.
Did you?
Yes, I was Catwoman.
You was Catwoman?
Yeah, and I love Halle Berry's, that whole Catwoman movie. And I'm not sure how long ago it's been, but every year I'm like, I want to be Catwoman. So this was the first year that I was actually able to get the costume and everything, from the suit to the ears to the tail, to the boots.
Oh, look at you.
So it all had to go in contact, yes.
Fashion also is a great way to design new items for yourselves, right? For your boutique, I should say. Where did you come up with the designs? Did you collaborate with anyone, or is this all your doings?
No, it is not all my doings. It does take a team of people to create something, and I have a team that help create the pieces that's in store. That's
so cool, man.
Yeah.
I think that I always like to see, the manufacturers when they actually have like the sewing machine, and then you actually see the different materials and things like that. And I think that was, that's so cool. So did you also have input in regards to the design of some of the the material, as well as the design of like a dress or anything like that?
Most of them, yes.
Most of them?
Yes.
Hey, let's put up a picture. We do have the picture of, her in the boutique, and I think there was 3 women. Okay. Maybe 2 or 3 women you were talking to. Okay. In regards to that, there was one dress that was there. And let me see if I'm seeing any more comments while we bring that up. So I think it was the last picture that you put up. Yeah, that's a picture of her.
Yes.
Which is beautiful.
That's me wearing my shapewear.
But this one right here. There it is. Okay. Yes. So this one, I think there was another one that you were talking to, ladies, but no, keep this one here. So the one over to, I see more now. I'm sorry. I see more now. I think it was kind of like a colorblind, but the one with the white, you see the string of white, and then there's the next one, that kind of an orange look. What type of, is all those blouses only? The shirt, the orange.
The orange is a 2-piece set. It comes with it's like a ripped up shirt.
Okay.
With shorts to match.
Okay.
And it has like little slits like down the thigh area.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Nice. And I see the display of the purses up top.
Yes.
Those are good. Now, did you design, you and your team design the purses as well?
We purchased some items from a manufacturer, and those are the items, some of the items.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. So, okay. That's cool. That's awesome.
This was the day of the grand opening, so the store doesn't even look the same anymore. Actually, we have so much new things and new arrivals in, so it's not even exactly.
It's not the same anymore?
It's not the same anymore. We now have a cosmetic line as well.
Wow.
Which we partner with another Black-owned entrepreneur.
Okay.
So we have some of her Milky Melanin. We have some more of her items in store.
Okay, got it. So with that being said, do me a favor, Kate. Let's put her. I want you. There's a piece that I saw that was up there. Put that same picture up there if you can, please. Okay. But I want you to talk about. I saw one purse that was up there, and it looked like it was actually from New York.
It was, yes. It shows that it's from New York. We have manufacturers all over the world.
Okay.
We get pieces in from, of course, New York, Atlanta, China. A lot of things is made in China, so we get a lot of stuff from there. But we have manufacturers all over the U.S. and then some in China. And that's one of the pieces that I got from New York.
Gotcha.
Which is no longer in stock. That one's sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't see that one in stores anymore.
It's crazy because, when I saw that pitch, I'm like, you look at the purses, which I love the way you have it designed as far as the color scheme, and then over to the right, there's something on top of that purse. It looks like that's not a stuffed.
On top of the purse?
On top of the purse with the New York, the red.
Oh, it's like a headband. It's a matching like red maroonish headband.
Yes.
And it's furry. That was when we was in April month. So it was still cold then.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. We do have a few comments. Everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My man, Jerry Jones, JJ. Yes, thank you so much, man. Yes, it was a horrible call. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just now getting my comments back up. I apologize for that. But yeah, it was a horrible call. Yes, defense, they need to get it together. Yes, we know. Oh, it's warmer than Wisconsin. Yeah, well, thank you so much. We love it. Boy, that is warmer here. Miss Violetta, thank you guys so much. Yes, and continue to ask more questions and more comments. All right. So I'm happy for you once again.
Thank you.
Like always, right? I love to see small businesses grow big. The future of M.Scope Boutique and Fashion, right? Where do you see yourself in what's going on as far as within the next 2 years for you?
The next couple of years, I definitely want my own commercial property.
Yes.
That way I'll have a M-Scope location there as well as other different small businesses.
Yes.
Like kind of a strip mall.
Okay.
I would like to see M-Scope in one of those and then two other businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want commercial property that's your own, and then you want to have the main, of course, M.Scope there, and then you have another partner business, or just another business and small business in general?
Just another small business, probably maybe a 5 different store locations in one area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where M-Scope would be like the main headquarter, and then we got, more businesses aligned.
Yeah. That's maybe not in the same industry, but just something in general.
Just something in general. I kind of want to make it an all-stop shop. So if you got M-Scope Boutique and Fitness, then maybe we'll have another men's store. And then, I just want it to all be under one umbrella, and it kind of intertwines with M-Scope.
I see.
But then it kind of branches off also into men's selection, then children's, and then, and then maybe plus size. So that's something I can see myself having.
What about a broadcasting studio?
We would like for you guys to come out and spread the word.
Spread the word, right?
Yeah. It's always
because it's always a party. It got to always be a party. You know
does.
That, right?
It does.
Yeah. So that's hot. I like that, man. I know you're gonna get it right. That's hands down. Prayers always on this side, and blessings for you and that business, right? And I think for us, as the media, that's why we love to actually tell people about something that they really don't know about, right? And that's your business, right?
Yes.
That M.Scope, right?
Yes.
Boutique and fashion, it all clicks in. You make people feel good, and then you make them go ahead and buy something so they can actually go out there and look good, right? And that's the whole objective, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. You have to look good and feel good.
Yeah.
It can't be one without the other.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got that right. So tell me, how long have your business been around?
So fitness since 2019.
Okay.
And then fashion came this year.
Okay.
It was an idea way before this year, but it actually didn't come publicly until this year, April 2020.
Okay.
I'm sorry, April 2021.
2021.
Yeah, this year
gotcha.
for the fashion. Yeah.
How was it with you and the pandemic?
I actually had a good time off from just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I it wasn't no love lost. I hated that the world, we lost so many people and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
People were getting sick, but this was a time for me to kind of collect my thoughts and for me to, see what was next for me.
Yes.
And I opened the store during the pandemic, which was a lot of, I got a lot of, negative feedback from,
Sure.
but, once you have an idea and you put your foot down and say, this is what it is, and it's already made up in your mind, you just go all through, even if the timing may not be the greatest.
as an entrepreneur, the timing is never the greatest all the time.
It's not.
It doesn't matter if you have a pandemic or not,
No.
right? Because what happens is that when us as entrepreneurs, we're continuously thinking throughout the night, we might be dreaming about it as well too, as far as what our next steps are, right? I think one of the biggest things about the pandemic is being able to show as far as what talents and also how we're very appreciative as far as us, number one, being alive, number two, knowing that we have talent that we didn't even discover yet until this pandemic actually hit. Some of us already had discovered our talent even before the pandemic hit, and then when the pandemic hit, we knew exactly what we needed to take advantage of during that time in order for that to happen. I think you took advantage at the right time to get your business started, because now when the pandemic is, goes to coming out of the way of everything coming back, then ready to launch and just go crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that it's going the way it's going during this pandemic. Like, I would go on Facebook and see all these posts and people were just finding, time to do nothing. And I'm like, I'm taking all this time to do everything.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, excuse me, sorry. And that's what happens with us entrepreneurs is that there's people that might just continuously sit on something where we're continuously trying to create and build off of that, right? And build off of saying, hey, well, if you're going to be there, then I'm going to be here, right? I'm going to be on a different level because my thought process is I have a boutique. I need to expand it. And how do I do so, right? And continue to make that happen. So
absolutely,
I'm proud of you on that.
Thank you.
That's a good hit. I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
that. I like that. So, 12:50, we got 10 more minutes, but I do have to say that understanding where the future may be, we know now how to deal with a pandemic of things that may go wrong. Yeah. Our pandemic as an entrepreneur is different from a pandemic of what the rest of the world sees it as. Entrepreneurs by itself, because we're kind of like in that pandemic 24/7.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's never no stop.
It's never a no stop, right?
Yeah.
And you're always thinking about extra things to basically go. One of the things that I do like what you did say about the future is going into your own property, but collaborating with other people on your property. Yep. That's one of the biggest things about how us entrepreneurs are. We love to network. Yeah. We love to say, hey, we want to help other successful business owners to be a part of the success story, right?
Absolutely,
and I think that's really key. Not everybody thinks that way, though. As an entrepreneur, not everybody thinks that way that I run into. Some just think, hey, what can I get from you to build my business, and never actually support the business that actually helped you get there.
Yeah, it's a rotation thing for me. It has to be rotated. Like, someone come and support my business and they have one, of course I'm going to want to support theirs. It might not be right at that moment. Correct. But it'll definitely rotate its way to you.
Yeah. Right? It's called karma, though. Yeah. Karma's good.
Yeah, it's always good or bad karma. It's always what you put out.
That's right. Back. And you said it for me, right? You said it can be good or bad.
It can.
Right? And I think what happens is that when you have good karma, you want to keep that good karma, that good juju, right? And then if you have that bad karma, we don't know where that bad karma came from. As an entrepreneur that's always trying to do something good, but we know how to attack that bad karma, and we know how to actually just keep that karma off to the side, because we know it's a lesson learned in regards to decisions that we made, right? And we don't always make good decisions. Sometimes we make some bad decisions, but we understand by learning from those decisions that it helps us continue to grow, right? As well too. So, one other question. Sure. So, you have people that you did talk about collaboration. Yes. So is there anyone that you would love to work with, big or small company, that may be out in the world? It's like, man, I would love to be able to work with that person or that company. Yes.
So I have, for the fitness aspect, I would love to do some collaborations with Nike for sure. They've been around for years. They have different cultures that they stand with. And I would like to add, some M-Scope into that, and under that umbrella. And then for fashion, I would love to collaborate with Rihanna on something.
Oh, man.
Man, she is just amazing. And the way that she started off with just music and now how she has all these different things that she's a part of. I would like to be, that's something that I always dreamed of.
Yeah. I like that. So I think from a standpoint of those, we're dreamers, but we're also, how can I say this? We're kind of like an activist of our own industry, right? We love to actually move forward. We love to dream, but we know that we're going to get there. That's number one, right? And it's all about that good karma, that good image of how we portray ourselves to be able to get to where, and being real, right? Being real as well too. And, because there is a smile on your face, and then there's that knife, that may happen. And we have to watch out for that, right? Because as entrepreneurs, things like that will happen, right? And we have to be able to say, okay, all right, that knife, I saw that knife, I made a sway on that. Okay, you good. Now I know I can't deal with that until you be able to get to that next level, and get to the top to where someone discovers you to be able to get to Rihanna.
Yeah,
right.
It's all a process, and I know it's happening, because I would have never, the way I've started, I was never thinking like store location, and now that I have store location, now I'm thinking bigger, like commercial property, and it's no limit to it.
Have you ever thought about like having any other boutiques out of state?
I have, yes. I just kind of want to tackle on Chicago,
of course,
and the surrounding areas first, before I can just kind of get out to that level. Now, I want it to where I can operate from my phone and my computer first. And once I get it to that point, now I can take it to the next level, to the next state, and move forward.
And it's always good to be able to have people understand your vision, the love of what your passion of what you have, and be able to have that, I wouldn't say the same mentality, but kind of like that 50% of that mentality that you have, just to make sure that they're on the same path as you. Yeah. Right? And that's good if you have that team. I think you can have that team if you went to Cali, if you went to New York, if you went to all of those other places where, they're starting as well too, but they're branching out. And once I had, I might need to connect you as also, I don't know if you're looking for like models, right, to be able to model your fashion piece. Yes. But there's definitely some people I can connect you with. Yeah. And her name is Fiona. Right, Fiona, and one of the young ladies, her name is Brienne Pearson. Okay. I don't know if you heard of her, but she's actually got a deal in a magazine with Vogue.
Vogue, that's big.
Yeah, that's real big. So I'm gonna definitely connect you as far as with her, right? Because I think she will be really good to she loves fashion and understanding how these models are when they're actually taking these photos and things and how they have to stand for a certain time. And I'm like, oh my God. You had that fashion piece in there. And I think fashion for you will take, even fitness, don't get me wrong, fitness is always going to be there, but that fashion piece is just at another level as well too. It is insane. Yeah. But if you're able to get to where that Vogue is and where you're able to get to that level, I think you're definitely going to make some noise out there, for yourself. Absolutely. Right? I think that would be good.
Absolutely. And I just been doing as much as networking. So as I can. This past month, I've went to, they had this vendor show in Chicago. I didn't even know that they did big things like this with all these different fashion designers in one place. And then they have one in New York, and then they have one in Vegas. So those will be the next plans within the next year to, get out and network so that I can meet these, these people and these big companies, because there's so much to it. Yeah. And I'm just a beginner. This is just a dream that has now became a reality.
It's all about who you connect with. Yeah. Good image, people that have good positive images connects other people with good positive images. And that's how it is, right? Even if you're a small business, because I knew how it felt to start my own business, right? And it's not easy, right? Yeah. But you took me with the trunk. Right? When you did the trunk thing, I was like, oh man, the cassette tapes, I was like, oh my God, I was like, this is awesome. I was like, man.
A lot of people start off in their trunks or their garages or basements. So it doesn't really matter it does always matter where you start, but it's more so where you're going.
That's right. Yes. I mean, that path, right? Yeah. Wherever you're going, as far as within that path, it makes a big difference. I'm checking my comments to see if, my laptop just don't want to act right today. So I apologize, everyone, if you're actually commenting on what we have going on. But so thank you guys so much. If you are commenting, I'm sorry. I'll probably reach back out to you and comment as far as on your comment. But I have something for you.
Sure.
Check this out. It's a shirt.
Oh man, thank you.
Hey, you know, it's a little bit of passion. You
Okay,
know, we got a little
I get to
right?
match you guys. Oh yeah, the
So-
Rico Suave show.
So this shirt is for you.
Okay.
So the reason
Thank you.
why I'm giving this shirt out to my guests is because you are a gem of Chicago, number one,
Yes.
right? You also have an idea to help the world with fitness and also with fashion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're basically got the trunk in my head. You're coming out of your trunk to be able to have beautiful kid, 5 years old, right? Blessing. And you're actually making a move to actually go into different areas to show your product. It's not easy for somebody to do that.
No.
It's just not, right? It's
Yeah.
it's easy to say, hey, we're staying stagnant. We're going to stay here and grow from here, and then try and get as many people out there in the world to know who we are.
Mm-hmm.
But now what you're doing is you're going from one location to another location,
Yeah.
so people can understand as far as who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the blessing that you're going to continue to get as you continue to get that commercial property,
Yes.
right? And then get to Rihanna, of course.
Of
Once
course.
you get to Rihanna,
I'll
then-
see you soon,
Yeah, I'll
Riri.
see you, right? So I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I got two questions for you before we get out of here.
Sure.
Do you like Skippy peanut butter?
I do. I like it with bananas though.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, baby.
I do.
You
like
hear
it
that,
with
Skippy?
bananas.
She likes Skippy with bananas. As long as Skippy is in there.
Don't take my recipe.
No, I got you. So, what can you do to make the world better?
Well, one, it starts with ourselves, right? It starts with me. So I have to make sure that I'm doing my part before I can advocate to others, right?
ma'am.
So then another thing that I can do is definitely give back. Like I would love to get to a point, and I'll be there to give back to, the communities that really in need, you
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
and not just me, like bringing on a whole team
Yes,
of
ma'am.
people, because I can't do it alone.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
It takes a village, right?
It does. It takes a huge village, and getting the word out there, spreading it, giving back on whatever I can give back in it, whether it's clothes and, food or money or,
Yes.
whatever I can do.
Yes.
I want to do something really big.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yes. I'm so happy that you came onto the show today.
Thank
I
you.
had a great time as far as with you. And the Rico No Suave show is always here for you.
I appreciate that.
No, for real. And because not just fitness, but also in the fashion, right?
Okay.
We love both,
Yes.
right? But I think, for what you're doing and where you're going, we definitely love to be a part of where you're going as far as the path of success. We're going to be on that path of success, getting to that syndicate, right? Getting
Okay.
to that TV network and
Yeah.
definitely, showing people exactly how there's good people like yourself that's actually coming up to do great things for the world to get better. And so,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on this show.
You
Okay.
take care. Thank you for having me, guys.
And we're gonna put up. Let's do one more last. So we do have our social media. So we're gonna put up your. You have
Yes.
Instagram and you also have Facebook as well as your website. So everybody, make sure you go to @m.sculpt_boutique. That is on Instagram, and then we have the Facebook m.sculpt.boutique. Also on Facebook, and last but not least, we do have your website, msculptboutique.com. Everybody, make sure you go and check out this beautiful young lady doing great things, right, for her and her family, but also for the world to get better. So make sure you get that belt, get the jacket, gentlemen, zip it up, right, and make sure you get your sweat on, right, because we're trying to get our curves on our muscles. That's what we do. So thank you once again for being
Thank
on the
you
show.
for
Everybody, put your
having
hands
me.
together for none other than Michelle
appreciate
Barksdale.
it.
Yes. All right, everybody, I'm going to end off the show. So I want to thank you guys so much for actually being on the show with us today. So thank you guys so much. And then, like, of course, Michelle actually said, it takes a village, but also where your path should actually be going. And your path is actually going straight to the top with keeping that negativity on your side, so exactly to learn your lesson. At the same time, too, we learn a lot in regards to things where we come from. Just like she said, hey, I was doing stuff from my trunk. It could be a basement, right? It could just be out there, you know, just trying to network and getting yourself going, you know, and also from the garage. So wherever you're starting, wherever you're going, always continue to stay consistent and always remember that people are actually watching you and you're going to get discovered as well, too. Next week, everybody, we have my man. He's a musician. His name is Roberto Guzman. He will be here next week on the Rico No Suave show. But I want to thank you guys so much for being on the show with us today as we end off the show. We'll see you next week. Just like this.